Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about kinds of kindness. So I'm actually pretty excited and lucky to be talking to you about this film. I was not expecting it. This really came as a surprise actually because this is part of the Indie Lisboa Festival. As you might have seen in the title. I think I'm gonna put it in the title. And I got this ticket so they had this session, which was a surprise film. And because I really liked when I went to Motel X, when I went to their surprise film, I thought, yeah, let's go to this one as well. I have no idea which film they're gonna play. But yeah, obviously this would be different because Motel X, it's only horror. In this one, it could be anything. But then they announced that their surprise film was going to be Kinds of Kindness. And as soon as they announced that, the tickets sold out. So I was pretty lucky that I got my ticket before they announced which film they were gonna play. So yeah, I was really happy that not only I was gonna watch a film that I had on my watch list that I really wanted to watch this year, one that just came out at the Cannes Film Festival. So I think this is the third time they're playing this film. And because the official date that this is coming out, I think everywhere, but here in Portugal, it's in the beginning of July, and I'm gonna be away on a holiday when the film premieres. So yeah, everything just felt right. It was it was just really lucky that everything just came out this way. And yeah, let's talk about the film. So I went into it without knowing a lot. To me, knowing that this was a Yorgos film and knowing the cast was enough. I think I briefly saw the trailer or bits of the trailer without any sound. So I had no idea what the story is going to be. I only knew the title. But basically, this is an anthology. So it's 3 stories about kindness, but not really. But I'll get more into that once I get into my actual review. As far as the cast goes, this is a really big cast. So this one stars Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, Joe Alwyn, Margaret Qualley, and a lot of other people. So it's a pretty stacked cast again. And yeah, now let's get to my thoughts. So I did not prepare anything for these reviews, so I'm just gonna talk from the top of my head. This was kind of a difficult film to one, summarize, and to dissect. It's really weird because first of all, it's a weird film, as most of Yorgos Lanthimos films are. It's really different from Poor Things, which is my personal favorite from him. It's visually, it's way more accessible, so it's way more mainstream and commercial, I would say. It's like a standard stylization. There's nothing really different or nothing that is similar to Poor Things again. So it looks pretty normal in a way. On the flip side, the actual stories are really particular. They're really difficult to talk about, mainly because they are difficult to for me, it was difficult to get the point of the message from each story and from the movie as a whole. Each story has like a different commentary, I would say. I think my favorite one is probably the first one, actually. I think it's the easiest to comprehend, and I think it's also kind of the weirdest, even though visually the second and the third one are way more like shocking. The ending of the first one is pretty shocking, and I like my jaw dropped literally. But overall, these stories are not really about kindness and more like about codependency and how you like depend on other people for different things like love, and these are also kind of about like idolizing someone. I think that's how you say it, like having someone high on a pedestal and just like really looking up to someone or something. And that's mainly like the last story. The middle one is interesting, but I think it's the least original out of all, because I think it's something that we have definitely seen something similar from like Black Mirror. The second story really felt like a Black Mirror episode, and it was interesting. They get like it has a different take that was funny. These stories are all like really funny as well, but they are shocking, and again there's quite like a few sex scenes that are not super explicit but a little bit. There's also blood, so just warning, it's not really a horror movie, but there's like shocking like bloody scenes. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I wasn't super into the film, I must say. It's really long. It's a really long film. It has 2.5 hours, and you can definitely feel the runtime. Some stories drag a little bit, but in the first story, I think you don't really feel it. I think it's the best one in terms of like the pacing as well as the story, as I said, and the message. But I wasn't super into the film because I just didn't get the overall message, like how the stories intertwine. Yeah, definitely not his best. As I said, Poor Things is still my favorite, and I think I still prefer like The Lobster. I think it's way like the commentary of that one is way better, and I like that. It's not a bad film, this one, but it's definitely not for everyone. It's kind of weird and definitely too long. Anyway, post that, let's get to my scores. So overall, I'm gonna give the film a 3 out of 5. Yeah, it's a really weird one, and because it's 3 different stories, you just have to compare them, and even though they are like equally entertaining, they have like interesting stories, they don't all flow well. Like the pacing, as I was saying, like the first story has the best like pacing, and it's easy to follow and you get it. And then I think the second one drags a little bit, and I think the third one is the longest one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so not one of my favorites, unfortunately. Cinematography, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, even though it's a pretty like standard looking film. There's some shots that I really enjoyed, like I really liked the symmetry of the shots, and I liked the color palette. It's a really like vibrant film, like has vibrant colors, like oranges and blues, and everything is really saturated, so I really like that, and contrasted, so everything is really sharp. Originality, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as well, mainly because the stories are original, apart from like the middle one. The middle one has a different touch to it, but deep down I think we've seen something similar in Black Mirror. But it's definitely like a different film, and yeah, kind of original. It's just the message and what it is trying to say that is kind of blurry, like you don't really get it, to be honest. So yeah guys, these are my thoughts on Kinds of Kindness. I have no idea if any of you have seen it already, so let me know in the comments if you have, and if you did watch it, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you are planning on watching this one if you haven't seen it yet, because I know like the official premiere is only in July. So yeah, let me know if you are planning on watching it, and let me know which one is your favorite Yorgos Lanthimos film as of now. Either if you've seen Kinds of Kindness or not. Yeah, let me know which is your favorite Yorgos film. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!